Hey everybody, my name's Mary. I'm a grateful believer in Jesus Christ. And today I wanted to talk to you about something very serious. And I just have to give a trigger warning right now. This video is going to be addressing suicide. And if suicide has touched your family, I just want to tell you how incredibly sorry I am for your loss. I can't even imagine how that feels. But I do want to just warn you that this whole entire video is about suicide, and if you don't think that you can handle listening, then you might want to exit out of the video. So, one of the main reasons that I'm bringing up this topic today, as it's December 9th, is because we're in the holiday season. And for a lot of us, the holiday season can be joyous, it can be packed with activities and good times, but for many of our friends and loved ones, the holidays can be a very trying time of year. Worse than any other time of year, as a matter of fact. And that's because people have suffered loss, they've struggled with mental health, maybe addictions, they're up to their necks in trouble, they just can't bear it anymore. And a lot of times the people who are by themselves during this time of year, it can just really wreak havoc on their mental health. And I feel very ill-equipped to bring this topic up. And I think that I always will. It's a fearful topic. And it just makes it, we feel so ill-equipped that a lot of times we see people suffering and we do nothing about it because it's above our pay grade. It's out of our scope of what we can help with. So that's why the awareness is very important. You know, we have to get out of ourselves when we're dealing with situations like this, because saying nothing is the worst thing that we can do. Did you know that just 2 awkward words spoken in a spirit of care can change the course of somebody's life forever? It's important that we put ourselves to the side in times like this. You know, many people, they suffer silently. You know, they smile and they carry on. But you can, if you know them and they're in your sphere pretty regularly, you can see subtle things that are changing for them. Maybe their attendance is dropping. Maybe they're being late repeatedly. Maybe they're showing up, but they're not participating. They're quieter than usual. They're withdrawn. They're losing weight. They look physically unhealthy. They just have a down countenance when nobody's watching, when they think nobody's watching. And you can just see that something's bothering them. You can tell. Some others, they begin to say things as indicators, like things like, I can't do this anymore. I feel like I'm nothing but a burden. I'm invisible. No one would notice if I wasn't here anymore. No one would care. And you know, this is when we have to step in. And sometimes we don't have time to necessarily just pray about how we address this. We have to step in and push past our awkwardness. And we just have to ask this direct question. Are you thinking about injuring yourself. It seems like the last thing that you want to ask. It's such a scary thing to ask because you're not ready for the response that you're going to get, even if they say yes. But people need to feel seen. People need to know that somebody cares. Somebody sees them in their pain and their hurt and cares and has taken the time to ask them a direct question. And not only do we ask, but we have to take the time to listen. And that might mean that you're going to be late for that meeting. You're going to be late. You're not going to be on time to run home and cook dinner or whatever you're doing. Take the time for this person. They matter. They absolutely matter. Or else I'm not putting this on you if something bad happens, but we have to not reinforce their thoughts about being invisible. This means breaking the silence. And if they do tell you that they're thinking of hurting themselves, and it's very serious, you can't keep that to yourself. You can't fix them, especially if you have no training whatsoever. But you can talk to them and you can point them to people who can help them. Law enforcement is very, very well equipped to step in these situations. Any hospital emergency room is well equipped to handle these types of situations. And there's even a hotline, a suicide hotline. It's 24/7, 365. You can call or text. It's very simple, easy to remember, 988. I'm going to end with some statistics about suicide so that we can really begin to have our eyes opened about how this spirit has devastated our country. In the last year that numbers were available, 50,000 people committed suicide in the United States. An estimated 1.6 million attempted suicide, and an estimated 9.5 million had severe suicidal ideation. Suicide has risen 33% in all age groups between 1999 and 2017. And y'all, this is before the pandemic. People are still suffering from this pandemic. And this is despite massive attempts to spread awareness. Huge campaigns over this issue. And it's still increasing. Some have ideation for years, months, or weeks before making an attempt, and some only minutes. So, as people of God, we have to care, just like Christ did, about helping people see their value. So, you guys, this holiday season, you really need to be checking up on your loved ones, especially your elderly loved ones who are at home by themselves. Maybe they've lost a spouse. Maybe they've lost a child. You need to be checking on them. Just reaching out and letting somebody feel seen can be a game changer. And just remember, the hotline, 988. You can call or text anytime. I love y'all, and I hope that y'all have a good week. I'll be talking to you soon.